Hello, hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Ghiberti with Stampin' with Monica, and welcome to Facebook Live. I know it's not my usual day. Had some interference in my schedule, and so I extended my Facebook Live to tonight. That is November 6th, 2025, and it is a 7:01. Tonight I'm going to do part 2 of the Brushed with Beauty class to go. And before I get into it, I'm going to wait a few seconds to get everybody's feeds populated. And then we're going to start and talk about the class. Welcome, welcome. If you're joining in, let me know. Say hi. Let me turn one light here. There we go. Say hi so I know that you're watching and who's watching. Leave a comment if you would like. And we're going to go ahead and start. Okay, so as I said, we're using the Brushed with Beauty suite of products that includes a beautiful pack of designer series paper, this beautiful pack of embellishments, pearls. Then we have an embossing folder that is included in the suite, a fun new embossing folder. And then we have the 2 bundles. Right here I'm showing you the stamp set, but we also have the dies that obviously coordinate with the stamp set. So for the Petal of Beauty stamp set, we have the Petal of Beauty dies. So you can see here the dies in the back, and this is what the stamp set looks like. The image here is reproduced a little bit smaller. Let me double check before I say something. Yes, as you can see, the image here looks a little bit smaller than the actual stamp. And this is the new packaging that Stampin' Up! Has started doing with the new product. So this is what I did with mine. I showed it you yesterday. I stamped it twice and then reversed it so I could put my stamp on here. And then when I close it, that's how it does. Okay. And then we have, so this is the beauty the Petals of Beauty, and then we have the Words of Beauty. So one is just images, obviously, as you can see it here, and the other one is with all the sentiments, the greetings. And these are beautiful because you can stamp them and die cut with the matching dies that are right here. Okay, so as I said yesterday, we have a large, medium, a large and a small of the bubble of the background of the words, and then we have one that has the details and for the word because and for the word just. Then we have these dies, labels that you can use to stamp the sentiments on that. Okay, also, if I'm not mistaken, this suite also has vellum. If the suite doesn't have the vellum, we're using the vellum because we have vellum back. It's not in any of the catalogs. Everything that you see here is online exclusives that were released on November 4th. And with everything that is online, everything is like while supplies last. So if you see this and you like it, now is the time to get it. Okay, so and this is the beautiful designer series paper. On one side, we have beautiful flowers to go with the theme. But then on the other side, you have a pretty generic, and you can use it for any other, use it with any other stamp set if you like, or occasions. Don't like the flowers, then switch it around and use this very abstract. This looks like speckled, patterned. Let me see here. Let me take it out to see all the ones. So flowers, speckle, flower, speckle, and you see the colors: Calypso Coral, this one, This is Lost Lagoon, Calypso Coral, Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink right here. And then you have also the Darling Duckling and the flowers there, okay? So tonight I'm gonna show you another fun fold card and a cute little box to go with the other cards that we made yesterday. And let me recap it for you. We made this very delicate card just because you've been on my mind. And then this other beauty that features all the die cuts that we have. This, I should secure it there. All the die cuts, and this is a gatefold that opens like that and interlocks in there. Okay, so fun fold, and this is the other card that we made, a regular fold but featuring the designer series paper, the two all the dies here, and simple and easy. Okay, so these are the 3 cards, and then let's get going and show you how to assemble the other cards. As a reminder, if you like what you see and you would like to get the supplies to recreate all the projects, meaning 5 different projects, 4 cards in 1 box, what you need to do is to place an order, minimum order of $50 in my online store, and this is what we call the free with a purchase. So you can buy whatever you want. You can even add the items that are here in the suite of products, or if you already have them, then add something else that you might like. When you reach $50 before shipping and tax, and after you apply your rewards, then I send you the supplies, I mail you the supplies to recreate the 5 projects. If your order goes over $60, then I will add in the pack of the pearls right here, because I am not including embellishments in there. I will include a bit of the baker's twine that is used in some of the cards, but not the embellishment. But you can get the pack of embellishment free with your over $60. Okay, also, before I forget, we have the last of the Christmas cards, Stamp a Stack, and we're featuring the Gingerbread Man bundle. And this what it is: you will receive all the supplies to recreate 10 cards, 5 designs, 2 of each. Part of the supplies include half a pack of this beautiful paper that is the Christmas tags and more. Very versatile, because I've seen it used with different bundles or stamp set for the season. You're gonna use this brand new, we're gonna receive this brand new garden green and white chevron. Is that a chevron? No, yeah. Yeah, chevron ribbon, duh, it's written over there, ribbon. And also you will receive a pack of the deer dots embellishments. And what I'm doing this month is offering an early bird registration. $49 include shipping to your door, but you will need to register by November 8th. After November 8th, then the price goes to $54 shipped to you. As of right now, I am shooting to have the class in person on November 22nd. It all depends how everything will be finished in my house, but it looks like I'll be able to do it. So I will put it out there in my also registration, and I will put the registration link if you want to receive this card on to go. Okay, this class, not the card, the class. Let me just start with my card for tonight. It's a fun fold, and these are the supplies. I've done part of the stamping and die cutting, but I'm going to show you, okay? So this is your card base. This time it's a regular. Then you will get your designer series paper, beautiful. The insert, this piece of petal pink embossed with the embossing folder that I gave you. Oh, there's something flying in around my chandelier or light and making noise. Then you have this die right here. It's one of the textured notes dies. You will receive that. A little piece of a little strip of early espresso. This will be part of the fun fold. This strip of designer series paper, the label, but nothing will be stamped for you, so I suggest you having the bundle in order for you to recreate the cards as designed. Okay, let me just do all the stamping and then we're going to do the assembling. So for the stamping, we're going to do two-step stamping, and the colors that we're using for the cards are, the Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, Old Olive, and this is my version of Memento ink. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to stamp the large flower. Oops, sorry. And I told you yesterday that I rather stamp my outline first because this is a two-step stamping. Where's my, where did I put my, here, where's the stamp? I just put it away. There, because yes, we have two-step stamping. So we have the inside and the detailed, okay, for the large and the small. And I'm gonna do that on here. So let me grab Calypso Coral and my detailed, and I'm gonna stamp one here. Maybe I stamped it too close. And one there. No, we can do it. Okay, easy peasy. Then I'm gonna take the filling or the solid image, and I'm going to use my Petal Pink, and I'm gonna go full color on this one, and I'm gonna turn it because where is it? Okay, focus, Monica. It should be like that. Yeah, gotta focus. So there we go. I'm gonna try to be on top of this without putting my head. Voila. And I'm gonna do it with the small as well. And flip this like that. And we are going to be stamping like that. Okay, then we're going to pretend that I'm going to take my dies, the one that match. I'm going to take it out right here, and then I'm going to put the large and die cut it like that, and put the small. Let's see if I can do two. I think I could. And so put it back, do it on my die cutting machine, and when you run it through, you have these two come out. Okay, so I'm gonna skip that part. I did it on ahead of time for you. Okay, and let's set this aside, but this is the little piece that you will receive, and that's where, you know, you will have to stamp your flower if you want to do that. Okay, now let's do the stamping of the sentiment. And for this one, I'm gonna use It's Your Birthday, and I'm gonna use my Memento Black and hopefully stamp this straight. Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, not too shabby. Okay, and then we're done with all the stamping for this. Actually, we're not done. We're gonna take first a blending brush, and that's why I have my Old Olive. Let's see how much I have left. I need a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of dollar and do here, and then go here in the corner, just in the corner. Okay, like that. Just to give it a little bit of something different. Okay, then I'm gonna take, forgot that I need my darling duckling. Okay, and I'm using the little stamp, the 3. Yesterday I used the single one. Tonight we're using this. Okay, these 3, and I'm gonna go full force the color right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go stamp off and do a little bit of stamping there, stamp off, a little bit of stamping there, stamp off, and we're gonna go right here, stamp off. Where else did I put on mine? Let's do it here, even though, okay. So all over, so full strength here, and then stamping off on the other ones, just because I like it a little bit muted. Okay, so this part is done, and this part is done. So let's get going here. Card base in Early Espresso. Easy peasy. There. Okay. This is my strip. Oh, this is how I open the card, not that way. And then this is my hinge. Okay, so I'm gonna put it down there, and that's my hinge right there. So I'm gonna use a little bit of liquid glue. Okay. And so glue there. And you can put it wherever you want, because the glue is giving you a little bit of leeway. So that's why I'm putting this one down and there, okay? Voila, voila. And this part will be covered. Let me see what I did on the inside while we're stamping. Okay, for the inside, where's my inside? I'm gonna take this other image. I'm gonna take my old olive. I'm gonna ink, and I'm gonna stamp here and there. Okay, to give it a little bit. Oops, I was off, right? Let me push everything up. Okay, so I stamped. I'm watching myself and with a delay so you can see, or I can see what I'm doing. Okay, this one can go inside because we've done it, and we're gonna cover a little bit of the hinge there. Okay, now on this we're gonna add this strip of paper. Okay, and that's the reverse of that. So it actually was a strip that came off from there, and let me do it this way because I can see better. Okay, voila, there. This will be my front panel. Beautiful. I love very vanilla and early espresso. Very classic to me. Okay, so that's what we have right here. Now, this piece is gonna go on here, okay? But I'm gonna put only adhesive, only liquid glue on part of this. Okay, because obviously this is the part that's gonna move, right? So we're gonna center it, but I want it on a little bit toward the right, just because. Okay, and there we go. You can even move it a bit because it hasn't set yet. Make sure that it's straight. So there we go. Okay. And I could even just put this one on and then build my element here, but I'm gonna just wait. Now, the other thing that I want to do is take this blending brush, and with the ink that I have left, or maybe add a little bit, I'm gonna brush an extra layer of color here. So make it a bit darker. Okay, holding on to it, otherwise it's gonna be ripping out. Do you see the difference with the sponging and non-sponging? You can see the difference a bit. Okay, so that's why I'm doing it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the die cuts for this. The large leaves, and then we have the skinny leaves, and I just trim off a little bit on here. So vellum and old olive. Then I have 2 sprigs in mossy meadow, and that's it. So now I'm going to start building, and I'm going to put this one down like such. Okay, this is going to be down like such. But what I'm going to do is, did I use, I'm going to do this and then take my other set of leaves and put it up here. And I'm going to secure them with a dimensional. Okay, then I'm taking my large flower, and this one is going to go up here. Okay, and let me use many dimensionals. Hopefully they will fit through the space here. Hopefully, if not, that is okay. Voila. Okay, this is the one that I'm going to use. How did I do it? This way, like that. Okay, we're building. And what I forgot to do, but I'm going to do it like I did at the end, but I can still do this. Tuck my vellum under. I'm going to go and make it shorter and use mini glue dots to see if I can tuck it under. Okay, I'm going to tuck it under there. Voila. And maybe do a little touch of liquid glue so that it stays down and doesn't get bent. Okay. Are we good? There. Now let's grab my mini glue dot. One and the other one. And take this one off. Oop, everything is sticking to my hand. This, I'm going to be tucking it under there. And this one is going to go easy peasy, nice and easy. I'm going to put it here to fill a bit of this space. Okay, that's where we are so far. Okie dokie. And I think we are done with this part. Yep. Now, what I'm gonna do now take my embellishment that I decided to use, and we're using the Early Espresso and Old Olive Baker's Twine, linen thread. And I'm gonna take both of them together, okay? And I'm gonna tie a bow with them together, like such. And then I'm gonna trim it. Put these away. And I'm going to take more of my mini glue dot, and this one is gonna go right there. Okay, I love all this curly. For this, I'm gonna trim it later. Now, let's grab dimensionals that I need to take out a sheet. I'm already done with this, using all the bits and pieces on here. Okay, let me grab a sheet from the inside. Do I have free ones? Yes, open, not free, open. Okay, there, and I'm gonna put one in the middle. Let's peel them off. And put my dimensionals in there, or the covers, not the dimensional. Okay, here we go. This can be moved, and we're going to put this one right there. Okay. I'm gonna center it left to right, top to bottom. And there we go, we have that. I'm gonna grab my sentiment, and this is gonna go right smack in the middle here, a little bit on top of that. So I'm gonna do 2 layers of mini dimensionals. And you know what? I'm gonna put them right on the card, because then I know that I'll be able to center it. Let me see, that will go there, and that will go right there. Even if we secure the, whatchamacallit, one of the petals. Okay. And here we have it. Let's put this one like that. There and there. So everything is level, because this knot is a bit thick. I love how this curls. And I'm just gonna do it, keep it like that. And then I have this little fella that I'm not gonna go waste, that came off from the embellishment. Hold on, excuse me the reach. I'm gonna get it, fold it under a bit, and this is gonna go on this little flower. Then we're gonna grab the large here. Gonna go over there, and then I'm grabbing a medium, and this time this is gonna go right there. Okay, so this is your fussy, no, I love this card, if I had to say so. This is how it goes, okay. So that's the fun fold for tonight, and at the end I'm gonna show you all the cards in the, all the projects in the class. Now let's do some 3D projects, and this is the set of supplies that you will need. Okay, And this is a piece of the designer series paper, 3x6. You get a label in Darling Duckling. Once again, skinny in Old Olive, skinny leaves. We're gonna put together the because. And then we have a little piece of pool party to stamp on. Let me just glue the words together, the detailed and I just realized that my original uses the words in basic white and this is very vanilla, but then we will have the difference so we can decide which one we like the best. I'm gonna just spread down there. I don't need that anymore, I think. Pick it up and put this one down. And I told you that I love to use my liquid glue so I can play with it a bit. There we go. Because there. Now I'm gonna stamp on this piece here, and the sentiment it says, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna use my memento. Okay, and stamp it because then I will have to trim it a bit. Okay. So this is all the stamping. I'm gonna set everything aside. So let me just do the trimming because this should be trimmed, hopefully straight. Okay. Hopefully straight. Voila. So that's what we need, and there. So now let's put together the box. It's a 5x7 piece of Lost Lagoon, okay? This will be your top, the front, okay? So what we're gonna do now, we are going to, let me think. We're gonna keep this, we're gonna just trim off this part. So take, okay, I gotta see what I'm doing, okay? So I gotta cut this, gotta cut it straight, but my eyesight is bad. So let me go over it. There, okay? I'm gonna do the same over here. There. There. Let me see. Oh boy. Yes, it should be okay. Okay, now we're gonna cut slits here. Oh, I can see better this way. Let me just, okay, turn it. How bad is my eyesight? Okay, then we're gonna trim a bit. Let me see. And trim a bit on here. At the same time, we're gonna cut that. Okay, this we keep it like it is. And for this one, we're gonna do the same. There. And there. And trim it pretty much the same as the other one. Okay, and we're gonna repeat the same on here. There. there. This is like that. This is like that. I'm going slow so you can see, but then on the other side of the thing is that I don't want to cut myself, because these snips are pretty sharp. Okay, so now let's trim about, what is that, 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. Voila, done. Done, done, done. Let's clear out everything that we don't need. So now I can fold this with my bone folder. Okay. And this one as well. And then we're gonna go this way. So by now you should be like pros putting boxes together, right? Because they're easy peasy. So now what we're gonna do is basically this. So the glue is glue, liquid glue, tear and tape, Seal Plus on this tab, on this tab, on this tab, and on this tab. Let's see if I can make a mess out of myself. Okay, so this is gonna go inside and flush. This is gonna go inside and flush. And the reason why we trimmed them so that it doesn't get bulky when they get put together, okay? Inside there and inside there. So it comes to be pretty easy. So this is your box. There, you can keep it like this or you can tuck it in if you want, okay? Like that. Then I'm gonna show you what I put in mine. I put a bunch of tricks, mini tricks in my original one. Okay, so that is your box. Now we're gonna take, so this will be your top. So I like to, it doesn't matter, no, it matters. So I am going to fold this and lightly pinch, okay, my designer series paper. Because remember, you need to be able to slide this one open, okay? And there we go. So I'm gonna pinch it light because I haven't put anything in here, so I want it, if it gets a little, you know, when you put some inside, it might be getting a little bulky. So I'm keeping it like that. And let me see, I can put all the adhesive here. So it will glue on the designer series paper. Like such, okay? Then I'm gonna open it and probably put stuff inside so it doesn't sink for you. What, okay, wish I had my candies in here, but I'm gonna show you what else can be put in there. If I can find it. If I can find it here. Something of this size can be put in there with a candy. Okay. And we want the seam on the front, on the top. So I'm going to put this one inside. Put it back in. Okay, so now it gets the shape. Then I'm gonna take this little fella and put a bunch of dimensionals on, just on the designer series paper. And we're almost done. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's splurge with these with these dimensionals. Gonna splurge, because we can. And then we are going to center, actually, let's center the designer series paper first. And then this should be good to go. Let me lift it. Let me lift it, because it wasn't straight. Okay. I am going to fix you, even if you don't want to. Good thing that I didn't press extremely hard. Okay, and now I'm going to twist and twist. Don't mind that. There's always a way of fixing things, right? So now you can see my mess there. So now let me look from the top, because I'm shorty. And now it is centered and straight, like I like it. Then we're gonna take mini dimensionals and put some on here. Okay, we're gonna take, oops, there you go. We're gonna take our leaf, and I'm gonna trim this and put it like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue because I already positioned my dimensionals. Okay, and I want this like such. Okay, then I'm gonna take my trimmed here, and I'm gonna kind of trim it to make it look like it is a leaf there. And I'm gonna do the same. Put this down here. So I'm extending like, yeah, there. Voila and voila. Now I'm gonna take off my dimensionals and put this one down. Let's see if I can add one dimensional on there. So everything is, so this is gonna go like that. Okay, and I'm gonna cover with my there. We're gonna cover that in there, and I decided I might be using some, because in my original I didn't put any of the linen or any of the threads. So let's see if I can put one here. So I want this to tuck under, so I'm covering the seam. Voila. Voila. Now, let me put the embellishments first and then see if I need some of the linen thread. Okay, embellishments, there they are. And on this one, I'm going to use the crumb cake, one up there, one there, and I think I'm gonna use another one right there. And if I want, I'm just gonna try it, okay? Let's see where I put my linen threads. Well, they're in front of my nose, so I'm gonna go with Old Olive. So we're gonna do matchy-matchy. I think I can do that. So this is an add-on because the original design and what you will find in the tutorial does not have the linen thread. So just pretend that I'm giving you an extra idea. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it there. Okay, so as I said, if you qualify, if you would like to get the class, you get the supplies, possibly the extra embellishments, but no matter what, you get your tutorial, detailed tutorial already done for you. And I'm gonna put that like that to fill it in. Yep. Okay, we are done. So let me just show you all the projects, whoops, that we made for the class. Okay, let me clear out everything. So the box, the fun fold for tonight. Then we have the regular fold here. Look how beautiful this is. I think then you have the gate fold that I showed you there. Let me see. Then we have this other fun fold. Beautiful. There. And then last but not least, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we have everything. 4 cards. Let me do this. 4 cards and a 3D. This is the class. So I hope you will consider placing your order and getting the supplies free, plus possibly a pack of the embellishments included. But the PDF tutorial, no matter what, as I said, if you qualify, even for the $50, you get just the supplies. What we're not going to do for you is the stamping, because we cannot send you anything that is pre-stamped. Okay, most of the die cut could be done, could be. I'm not telling you, but having the bundles is something that you really need, especially because it's brand new and they're beautiful. Okay, so that is all for the class for this week. Okay, I will put the recap in an email that I will send out tomorrow, and the details on top of this video. Okay, remember this class, and then we have the gingerbread main class. Registration for the early bird closes on the 8th, so only 2 days to register, and it's the last stack. Make 10 cards, 2 of each of 5 designs. And the 8th is the last day for the early bird. Registration closes on the 12th, I think. So, but after the 8th, instead of 49 shipped to you, it is 54 shipped to you. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. Have a great, great evening. And if you want to save this video, just subscribe to my YouTube channel, because after 30 days, this video will disappear. Okay, thank you and bye-bye.